Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 3 on GoPro EC Shorts. This episode I'm going to teach the card trick I performed last time, finding the aces. Okay, I'm not going to teach all the false shuffles incorporated, I'm just going to teach my sequence of producing all the cards. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is just have the aces on top. There are two choices: you can either control them or you can just start with them planted. I just control them because you can just use any borrowed deck of cards, and I used a Hindu shuffle control. There's going to be tutorials on YouTube for that, so I'm not going to teach it here, but you start off with them on top. I choose to have the ace of spades on the bottom, but that's my preference. You don't have to. So I hope you all know most of the tabled false shuffles. I'm not going to teach those, but just mix those in with between productions, okay? So I'm not going to teach like the exact sequence of false shuffles that I use. I just incorporate them every now and then between productions. I used mostly just the false riffle shuffles, and I did an up the ladder false cut, I believe. So let's just get started. The first production, what you're going to do is after a few false shuffles, you're going to take half the cards and put them to the top, keeping a break above that first ace right there. Okay? Next, what you're going to do is just cut half those cards so you still have a break, and then cut the rest. You can do one cut, I just do two, just so you have to do it a few times to get it right, like you're feeling the deck or something. And then you can show that the first ace you've cut directly to. You can go right into a shuffle from here, or you can just replace the packets with the aces on top. Okay? The next one is about the same, at least starting. You're going to take half the deck, put it on top, keeping that break, and you're going to go to the corner of the mat or the floor or the table or wherever you're performing, and you're going to start to spread out the cards. As you get closer and closer, the packet's going to get thinner, and once you get to that break, you're going to pull up with your thumb on that top packet, okay? That's going to leave you here to show that you've spread directly to the next ace, okay? From here, you can again go into another shuffle or just replace the packets. It's up to you. From here, the next production is the Beznai's Spin Out production. 52 Cards has done a tutorial of this. Most of you probably have seen that. But I'm not going to teach it. It just involves a slip cut and propulsion with your index finger. Okay? That's the third one. And again, mix in all your false shuffles and cuts here. In between productions. The fourth one, I leave the ace of spades for the last one because you can explain that this is the hardest one to find and you might mess up the first time, which you're going to do. What you're going to do is start a riffle shuffle and plant one card on top of that ace, okay? So now you're left with one random card above the ace of spades, okay? From here, you obviously, like I just said, you can say you might mess up on this one. It's going to be the hardest to find the ace of spades because it's the leader ace, the best ace, stuff like that. You're going to show that the top card is not the ace of spades. You were not able to make the ace of spades rise to the top, but you messed up on the first try. So from here you're going to do a switch. This switch is just a really simple switch. It involves the movement of a Cardini change, like this, pulling that card so that it's sideways. Although with Cardini changes, obviously you finish with it on the bottom. Here you're going to stop halfway with it right here. In the act of doing that switch, that movement, you're going to bring this card over, and once the card is up, you're going to drop that card and replace them both. So now you've planted the ace on top. Okay? I'll just do this in really slow motion. So you have them like this, bring it over, pull that over, flip them back together. Okay? You don't have to like make them flush together before you flip them. You just got to do it kind of fast. If you do it really slow, it's really easy to flash everything. It kind of ruins the switch. But if you do it quickly, even from this angle, you can't really see it. But I've already switched the cards. Okay? So that's the final ace. I'll go over the sequence one more time, just really quickly. So you have all the aces, cut half the cards, do a double cut, you have the first ace. Second one, do the same cut, spread, you got the second ace. Do another shuffle if you want to. Bez Nice spin out production, that was awful, but you get the idea. Final one, plant one card on top of that final ace. Snap, it's the wrong card, do the switch. Okay? That is my take on finding the aces plot. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and the series and the trick. More to come in this series later. Hope you guys have a very good Christmas and just a happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.